What's up, everybody? Happy Monday to you. Today is May 16th. I'm still here in lovely Medellin. So look, before we get started, if you are a female, if you are a tranny, I need you to stop the video right now. And you can't watch this video. This video here is for the fellas. Strictly for the fellas. Because I'm going to say some shit that's going to be real offensive to females. But it's the truth. But I already know how y'all are, and you're going to get sensitive. Now, if you a butch, you can go ahead and stay. I'm not tripping with the butches. But females, trannies, not on this video. You can catch me on a different video. No, definitely come back, but just not today. Just not today. So, before I get started, I got to get in my plugs. I got to start doing that on every video. So, first of all, please hit that like. Please hit that sub. I got to grow this channel. YouTube is not putting it in my pocket, PIMP, but I'm getting there. My watch time hours is growing, but it's going to help me out if you do like and subscribe. Cash App donations. Yes, I'm going to put another link for my Cash App up in here. Normally I put my website, demontmoret.com, but I'm going to put my Cash App for a little while, because I'm going to hit some rough waters. But I'll be alright. I am a big boy. So, if you donate to my Cash App, then I'm going to give you a shout out on my videos, because I greatly appreciate it. So, Guillermo Cervantes, thank you, brother. He seen my last video. And he sent me $5 for a 6-pack of Coronas. Yeah, a 6-pack of Coronas here. And we ain't talking about the miniature bottles. We talking about the regular size bottles. Cost $5. I greatly appreciate it. And I do take donations from $1 up. So don't think $1 won't have an impact. Oh, $1 will have an impact. I'm about to be going to the gym in a little bit. And my Uber ride to the gym is like $1.10, something like that. So definitely, your donations go a long way. And I got Venmo, and I got Zelle. Now, even though my brother brought me a 6-pack of beer, I actually was sober this weekend. Because I didn't want to spend the money on a bottle of tequila. I like having my beer and a shot of tequila. And since I couldn't have them both, I was just completely sober this weekend. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to spend the money on a bottle until I at least get my money back from that little scam I went through with the bar. And B of A still had not given me my money. But best believe this weekend, I will be drinking. Because to me, if I ain't got my tequila to go with my beer, that's like going out on a date. And you pay for everything, dinner, drinks, and all that, and then you don't even get a kiss or some tail at the end of the night. Like, they gotta go hand in hand. And if it can't go hand in hand, I just don't want it. So, it's very rare. Actually, it's probably this rare that I'm sober on weekends, because I always drink on Friday and Saturday. Maybe I drink on Thursday, maybe I drink on Sunday, but I always drink on a Friday and Saturday. But, you know, I just didn't want to spend the money. So, please donate. My other plug, teaching. I'm still teaching English. I'll put my number down in there. I'm not doing as many classes as I used to, but now I'm doing my classes because I enjoy teaching. Now, this company I'm with, no experience needed. I never was a teacher. I didn't make a lot of money, but it kept me alive for a whole year traveling. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cool little hustle. So if you want a remote job, send me a text, donate 20 bucks, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, and I'll text you over the link for that. So, but yeah, hey, if you a cat that got experience teaching, you may make more money than me. I'll teach a motherfucker some slang. But they didn't require any experience, and you know, I genuinely actually enjoy it, you know. So you're looking for remote work, you got that. My other plug, I am a licensed insurance agent. Right now I'm licensed in California. Eventually I'm gonna get to it where I'm adding in the other states. So if you don't have life insurance, please send me a text. I'll stop and give you a quote on that, for real. But for now, you got me in California until I start adding in the other states. Even though my phone number's in there, please, just don't text me to shoot the shit. I'm not retired. I work every day. I'm extremely busy. I ain't got time just to shoot the shit. You can leave comments here on the channel. I always respond to all my comments. Even if you're a troll, I'm going to respond. Give me props, I'm going to respond. But don't text me unless it's some money. I ain't got, I'll drive, especially on a life insurance policy. Because I'll make a nice commission on that. So I'll stop everything I'm doing and sit on the phone with you and go over that. So, those are my plugs. I'm going to start doing those plugs all the time on all my videos because I need y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all. Dollar donations, life insurance policies, all that. I'll take it all. So, I've now been here in Colombia since a little over 30 days. Today's the 19th, so a little over 30 days. And I got my eye on Brazil. But at the same time, I want to see Thailand. So I thought of a way that I think I might have my cake and eat it too. So I looked it up. It costs $80 to get a visa to Brazil. And you got to have at least $2 grand liquid in order to enter the country. Right now, I am not liquid. And I know a lot of y'all saying, oh, just save up. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't save. I invest. So, I got to come up with that $2 grand. And I'm thinking, I would love to put it into the stock market. But Trainwreck Trump got my nerves bad. He got too much power to make that shit just jump up and down, up and down. So right now I'm just nervous about putting it in the stock market. Because with Brazil, to get you through, you gotta show that shit. Your checking account, you just gotta show it somewhere. And for me, I need $1 to be moving around. I know majority of y'all save money. I personally just don't think that way. If my dollar is sitting on the couch, just sitting there, I'm like, motherfucker, get your ass up and go do something. Go to work. That's just how I operate. There is no, I'm gonna save up. No, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, for me, like I'm saying with my life insurance license, for me to add on each state, we got 49 states. Each one costs anywhere from $50 to $150. So I'd rather take instead of $150 just sitting in my bank account, I'd rather take that and buy something with it that can make me more money. Like, that's how I built my car dealership. A lot of y'all don't know I used to own a car dealership. And the way I started that business was, I started from my garage with public auctions. At the time, I was waiting on my real estate license. It's so funny. Getting my life insurance license took an extra year, but getting my real estate license took an extra 2 fucking years after I passed the exam. So I had to do something, so I started selling cars. But I started public auction in Long Beach. I would go down there, buy one car, spend like $1,500, bring that car back to my house, detail that motherfucker up, oil change, do whatever I need to do, slang it, go back to the auction the following weekend. And I did that work from my garage probably almost a year before I set up an office to start my car dealership. And even when I set up the office, my car dealership, it was just me and a desk. The previous tenant had a desk, a chair there. That was it. No employees, nothing. But as I made money, I put it in other places. Boom, 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 boom. I had that business for 8 years of building, right? And ended up having my car dealership pushing 25 cars a week on average. I had 50 salespeople under my belt. I had a second car dealership in Vegas. I had a car hauler business, DMV registration service, auto detailing business. And right before I decided to shut the business down, I had a lease on a small station, and I had all the equipment coming in, all that. But it didn't start because I saved up my money. I took my money and I invested it. So I'm thinking either Forex, which I'm not good at. I may start practicing again. So either Forex or stocks, but kind of gearing towards more Forex. But I got to start putting little way. That way I can have that $2,000. And then once I'm done with Brazil, I'll take that $2,000, put it on a plane ticket to Thailand. And I think that's a smarter move because I really wanted to go from Colombia to Thailand and hang out there for a little while and then come back and see Brazil. But Brazil's right here. It just makes better sense. So that's how I figured out how to kind of have my cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? So with this traveling thing and what I just told you about with my car dealership and how I built up multiple incomes and built that shit. Just so y'all know, with my whole traveling thing and what I'm trying to do here, is to build a ship like my car business, but where I can physically be anywhere in the world. And it's not easy, but... And remember, the J effect. I've mentioned about this in some of my other videos. J effect. Picture the letter J. Straight down, right? That's your first year in business. Second year in business, you curve a little bit. Still not making any money, but at least you're hanging on. By your third year, boom, you shoot back up. So my first year traveling, where teaching is my main income, it was supposed to be life insurance, I had my ups and downs. I got videos on all this shit. But I learned a lot. So now I can tell my second year, I'm learning shit. It's the little shit too. You know, little shit. Kind of like, hold on. My cell phone here, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Hopefully you can see it. In this, okay, right here, that's a little line right there, starting to go through my phone. I never had this before. I love this phone, right? And it bugs me, and I started to replace it. I said I should replace my phone now before I leave the States. You don't want to try to replace your phone and then try to ship it to another country. But then I decided against it. And the reason for that is the woman who drugged and robbed me last year, she admired my phone. And I use mainly my phone for translating because I like to, baby, check out my phone. But I remember she was all hypnotized. And so what I'm thinking to myself, but when I hand my phone over and a woman sees that my phone is broken, maybe she won't drug it rob. It's the little shit. I'm just saying. So, but I can already tell this year so much better than last year. I'm making more money than I did, but I still want to make more. And I want to build and build and build and build. So, let me get back to dating. On my last video, I said I think I'm going to start being like Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio, his cutoff is at 25. My cutoff has always been at 35. But I decided to go ahead and bring it down to 25, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, when I say my cutoff is at 35, it's me hanging out with, spending money with a woman, right? My cutoff is at 35. It used to be maybe a relationship, but I'm now switching it to 25 for two reasons. A, I'm seriously thinking about maybe having some more kids. I had one daughter from, I've been married twice. I had one daughter from my first wife. But I spent 13 years in family court. That shit traumatized my ass. My second wife, I said, you ain't getting no kids out of me. But technically, I like kids. I just would never do that shit in America. So, I'm considering it. Right? And I'm like, I need to find me a keeper. So, being I was in the car business, you just don't buy anything. No. You gotta do your homework a little bit. CarMax, how many miles? You know what I'm saying? Plug up a meter, check the engine. What codes we got coming up? You gotta be strategic. You gotta have your limits of how much. When it comes to dating in the States, you gotta pretty much take whatever you can get. But when it comes to dating in another country, I'm kind of a high ticket over here. I'm 50. Younger women like older men. You know. Because I'm a foreigner, I got extra means. So, it's different over here. I can be picky about what I want. So I decided, you know what? Even though I'm going to date women that's over 25. Now, mind you, I will mess with a woman past 35. I'm just not going to spend no money. But I'm going to start focusing on meeting new women before they hit 25. So I had set my Bumble at 22 years old. And the reason for that, Bumble will go up at least 2 years. They'll go up to 24. If I meet a girl that's 24, that gives me a good year to make a decision. Am I keeping her or am I throwing her back? Normally on my Bumble, the way I had it set was in a 50-mile radius. Now that I made a decision, let me try to find a keeper. I stretched the mileage all the way out. It don't matter. They could be in Bogota, but a flight over here to Medellin is like $70. You know what I'm saying? Even with Cartagena. So it really don't matter where they at. They can get to Medellin cheap. Or, I do want to see more of Colombia. So we'll see. So I set my shit, after I made that video, I went and reset my shit all the way down to 22. Something interesting happened this weekend. Now, I got a special friend. I'm not going to mention her name. But I love this woman. And I've actually met her when she was 22. 4 years ago. And me and this woman go back and forth. First she wants to commit to me, then she don't. Then she do, then she don't. Remember I told y'all a couple weeks ago I had a test for diseases? Well, the woman I'm talking about right now did that test with me. So, obviously, she's a very important woman. She actually asked me, she goes, when's the last time you had sex without a condom? So I ain't had sex. The last one I had sex without a condom with was my wife. I always wear a condom. She thought I was lying, but I'm like, no, it's true. So after we both tested negative, oh, sex was bomb. But she was back to wanting to commit, right? And now she's back on, I don't want to commit. It's too much. She's now 26. Her birthday was just last month. So what I'm going to tell you next is quite interesting. Now I set my Bumble down to 22. And I'm swiping. I come across her profile. I gave her a super swipe. But on her profile, to remind you, she's 26. She shouldn't be popping up in my feed. But she put her age at 23. Yeah. Lying about her age already. Now, I sent her a message. I couldn't help myself. I love this woman. And I'm seeing her on a dating site. So I'm going to read to you the message I sent her. You and I are finally in agreement on one thing, and that is you are starting to get old. My Bumble has a maximum age of 22 years old. I want to find a younger woman to build a future together. Maybe have children. You appeared in my search because you lied about your age by saying you were 23. Men are like wine. We get better with time. Women are like milk. I didn't write the rules. Mother Nature writes the rules. She read it, but she did not respond to that. Maybe that's mean, whatever. But to me, she knows I love her. And we even had an agreement that day. I said, look, baby, I can be the only man that you have sex with. Just me. There is no you having sex with someone. That ain't gonna work. But for me, I am gonna have sex with other women. See, I can be totally in love with one single woman. But ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be faithful to her. So she told me, she said, that's fine, baby. You'll be my only man. And it's okay for you to have sex with other women. This as long as you wear a condom. I said, baby, I'll always wear a condom. So she's perfect for me. No kids, young. But it's her. She keeps going back and forth. And I ain't got time for it. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Now, am I saying, am I not gonna ever see her again? Fuck no, bro. I'm always gonna see her. And all the other women that I know. But I'm talking about one that I can find, that I can say, this is my main one. And then pop a couple kids up in that ass. You know what I'm saying? And my special friend, which I've been working on for a long time. But I don't think it's gonna work out. So we're gonna see what the future. I'm in no rush. But any new women, I wanted to be someone who could fit my category, like if I was buying a motherfucking car. You gotta pick them like that. You know, this would be my third commitment. And if I get a woman that I decide I want to have some kids with, first of all, we're gonna do a DNA test before the baby comes up. Mama's baby, Papa's baby. I ain't got time for that. If she has my kid, baby is born, then I'll get married. Because it'll be my third marriage. That's the only way. No marriage before. Fuck no. No. And if you decide to leave me, the kids stay with me. I ain't about to have a single mother raising my kid. But I am open to that option. And at 50 years old, that's the beauty of being a man. The beauty of being a man. We can have kids whenever we want. I can decide to have kids at 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But because of family court in America, fellas, I don't recommend having any children in America. The court systems railroad us. It's a business for them. Get the kids to the mother, even though the father can do a better job. Get the kids to the mother, and then the mother's gonna cause them so many problems. It's gonna always keep them in court, which makes the courts a lot more money. If the kids automatically went to the father immediately, and the mother had to have visitations, and the mother had to pay something on child support, even if the mother didn't have to pay child support, you would never have family court. It's just proven statistics that fathers make better single parents than mothers. But courts figure that out. That's why I'm like, I mastered the pull-out game. Mastered it. When because I would go to court every year. I'm like, I ain't going through this shit no more. Ever. Alright, I need to get my ass to this gym. Alright, Uber Moto. So please, donate. I could use it. I ain't turning my nose up in the air for $1. You want to buy me a 6-pack of beer? 6-pack of beer is $5. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to deal with my life. I got to take Kobe to the groomer. Hey, let's check out the progress of my little workers out here. They're doing pretty good. They already got 2 floors built up there. Hey, look, my little palm trees here. They had so many dead leaves on it and everything, so I've been taking care of them. I used to grow marijuana. I actually had a company called Marijuana, and I would grow clones and sell them to growers and teach people how to grow. So I missed that about traveling. I can't do that. Oh, 1 minute. All right, Kobe. I'll see you later, bro. You can get some bitches over here if you want. I gotta get Kobe ass to the groomer. I already taken him to the groomer. It wasn't for my extracurricular activities at my bar. So yeah, a lot of people think, oh, he just want to be a hoe. No, I need some help. Look, my car business ain't no way in hell, dude. I got that shit going 25 cars a week. My cash flow was 400 to 500,000 a month. Ain't no way in hell I could do that shit by myself. And I'm trying to build something. So, in actuality, I could use a winner on my team, man. Someone just help me with this, help me with that, help me with this, help me with that. Someone I love. But I'm a man. I'm a rooster. A rooster ain't gonna just bang one chick. Alright. Looks like my camera stopped. I gotta look at this footage and see. Y'all caught everything that I wanted to say. Let me see in my Uber Moto here. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out right now. But yeah, that's my thoughts. That's how it's gonna be. And my special friend I'm talking about, yeah, I'm gonna see her again. I'm always gonna see her. You know, I'm not one of those type of dudes that just cut off girls and never talk to them again. Nah. They can cut me off. No, I don't take offense to that. But I don't cut off windows. Oh, here's my Uber Moto right here. I think he got a nice bike. Hola, senor.
Hola.
Yeah. Alright, hasta luego. Now I remember what I forgot to say. So the first reason I'm going younger, I'm thinking about having kids. Second reason, it's the fucking trickeries, bro. First girl I ever met, Maria. Let me see, I met her 4 or 5 years ago. She's got to be early 30s by now, right? She know every goddamn trick in the book. I think I did a video on her. I said the Colombian girl playbook of how to get money out of a man. But a younger woman has not yet learned all them tricks. And because I'm a tourist, I need one that ain't hip to the fucking game, for real. Yeah, I can hear it now. He wants someone that's naive. You goddamn right. Because I'm thinking about my safety. The less they know, the safer my black ass is. Alright. I'm about to get in here and enjoy my workout. Until whenever. Donate to the cash app. Hasta luego.